So Ben Rowland making his way into the ring. I think we can smell the Thai oil from here.
Yeah, it's a nice smell.
I mean, it's a small thing, but it's these little things that the bowing as he gets into the ring that's missing on many shows now. It's a sign of the traditions of the sport that I know Hamdi's keen on preserving.
Yeah.
From Singapore, Steve Wright.
So Steve Wright from Silliper Gym, whereabouts are they from?
Oh, they're from Darlington. Yeah, the trainer is Paul Pearson. We're a fighter himself back in day when I was fighting as well. I've known Paul for a long time. These are a good gym, so should be a good bout coming up.
I'm not going to give your age away, Phil, but I'm guessing Paul Pearson's a chap with a white beard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's nearly as nice as mine. That. And this is one of the other little traditions in Muay Thai. They never go through the ring. It's all, through the ropes. It's always climbing over the top rope.
Yeah, they don't go under. It's a bad thing to do, going under. It's bad luck. And like you say, it's all these little traditions, little things. It's nice to see. It's nice to see how everyone's showing respect.
Referee inspecting the fighters' talisman, I think, on his Moncon. Referee signals to with the rolling hands to signify that both fighters will be performing the Ramway. So we saw a demonstration of this earlier on, Phil, but we've got the fighters now. It's what's called sealing the ring. So can you just explain to us what they're doing? They walk around and you can see them touching the corner posts.
Yeah, they're like sort of sealing the ring. They're sort of getting the evil spirits out of the ring, making sure everything's safe.
But there's an interesting little point that when they get to their opponent's corner, they go the opposite way, don't they, with their hands?
Yeah.
I remember from my instructor, people will see as they've been walking around, they're dragging one foot, and it's symbolic of the old fights that would take place.
Yeah, because there'd
be hidden bits of glass and things on the floor.
Yeah, so they're sort of like cleaning the floors and moving around with their feet. It's back in the day before there's even a ring to fight in. They just fall on the floor.
Well, I was wrong. They're not going to perform the Ramway. They're just going to seal the ring and then get on with business. So it's a C-class bout. What's the rules there?
Yeah, Phil? It's no knees or elbows to the face. They can punch to the face and they can kick to the head. Good exchange of knees here, both keeping this clinch tight.
That's an example of something else you don't see in many other combat sports, which is how physically active and involved the referee can be in a Muay Thai bout.
The referees are really good. I mean, especially the Thai referees are brilliant. They get straight into it. If there's nothing happening, they get straight between both fighters and split them up and let the action continue.
Strong exchange of low kicks between both fighters, and they're now engaging in the clinch again.
Oh, some nice punches there, just missed.
That uppercut nearly took the ceiling out.
Yeah. That's the end
Strong
of round
opening round for both fighters.
Yeah, good opening round, that one. Quite a lot of clinching there in that first round as well.
Not much in it in that first round, would you say?
No, I wouldn't say so, no. I mean, I've mentioned this sort of thing before. The first couple of rounds tend to be scored fairly even anyway. Unless there's a massive
Unless one
difference.
fighter does something significant.
Yeah, if one's totally dominated, then that's a different matter. But normally, it's fairly even first couple of rounds. It's the money rounds 3, 4 and 5 which tend to count most of all. And you can see from with both camps, you've got one camp, their fighters sat down, having a rest, and one camp stood up.
Now, I think I saw Steve Wright being encouraged by his corner team to throw the inside leg kick.
Yeah.
But it looks like his opponent was listening and has decided to take that advice himself.
Yeah.
Both very strong, fit-looking fighters.
Yeah, they both look in good condition.
Ben choosing to throw the single head kick and getting engaged in the clinch by Steve.
Not much happening in this clinch, they're both sort of tying each other up.
Oh, beautiful. Caught nice. Body kick and takedown.
Yeah, nice takedown that one.
That certainly will register with the judges.
Yeah.
Oh, chin's kept a little high and he's eating some shots as he's coming in. Seem to be fairly evenly matched in the clinch, Ben and Steve. They're turning one another. Again, fairly evenly matched second round, but that takedown will have registered with the judges.
Yeah.
As you were saying, Jeff, Steve Wright and his corner sat down on the stool. As my trainer, Mick Mullaney, always used to tell me back when I fought, never sit down, stand up. Sometimes when you sit down, it's even harder to get back up again.
Yeah, it is.
I find that now, though, and I'm not even fighting. Yeah. I don't get up without sound effects. Now, these are the rounds where we should expect to see the fighters work through the gears now.
This is where we should see them stepping up a gear now, scoring better.
Neither fighter looks particularly fatigued. It's round 3.
Just a slip there.
Then again, they're catching the leg, but Steve managing to maintain his balance. Oh!
That's again, he's got caught with some bad punches then.
Ben has been holding his chin a little bit high in previous rounds, and he's paying the price for it now.
Yeah.
Expect Steve to really pour the pressure on. But Ben, heart of a lion, comes straight back forward. Not always the wise thing to do if your head's not fully cleared.
No. Nearly knocked him down there, but
seems to have regained his composure, but catches another 2 shots and is staggered.
Yeah,
and a strong body shot delivered by Steve.
It's going to cost him.
Second standing 8 count. Steve there being rebuked by the referee, not going to a neutral corner.
Yeah, it's going to cost him this round for definite.
Steve's been urged on by his corner to pour on the pressure.
I think he's hurting his leg as well.
Yeah, Ben's guard's dropping.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see Ben's left leg. It's pretty red at the top, and
he's finding it difficult to put weight on it, as we saw as he was going back to his corner.
Steve's going with some pretty good leg kicks.
So the red corner, the fighter from Titanium in Leicester, Ben Rowland. 2 standing 8 counts in round 3. What looks to be a visibly damaged lead leg. So 2 areas of concern now.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a heck of a lot now in these next 2 rounds to even up the points.
We've seen it happen though, Phil.
We've seen it happen. We've seen it where they've knocked the other guy out. So this is what I love about fight game.
Well, Ben's come straight out of the traps, engaged. Steve in the clinch. But again, not throwing knees. Steve's being encouraged by his corner just to keep calm. The pressure's on Ben as they see it.
Yeah, they're telling him to good takedown. Then they're telling Steve to go for
that lead leg.
Yeah,
you can see Ben's finding it difficult.
Oh, a nice, wicked
lovely
leg
kick thrown by him.
Yeah.
His guard is perilously low, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think he's feeling the effects of this fight. He's
just got caught with an overhand right there.
Yeah, it's going to happen again. Tagged. Another count.
He's pouring on the pressure. It's Steve Wright.
Yeah, Steve gave him some really good knees to... Oh.
Well, the fighter bundled over the top rope. I think he may have injured his back.
Yeah, I think a bit of a bad fall, that one.
Referee's calling timeout.
Yeah, I think he hit his back on the
corner of the ring.
Yeah, looks like it.
You see a bruise appearing now on his on the right side of his back. It's probably the most serious injury he's suffered during the course of this fight.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to Ben Rowland, who's a very game fighter, but Steve's taken this fight by the scruff of the neck. I just wonder whether Steve's going to switch that leg kick up to a head kick, because Ben's almost looking for it with his hand to catch it.
He's going to, because his guard's low. Oh!
Another strong round for Steve Wright in the blue corner.
Unless Ben can do something in this final round, I can see this going to Steve.
I suppose the temptation now for the blue corner for Steve is that he's very close to having a chance of finishing this fight.
Yeah.
And it's whether he goes in for the kill in this final round.
Yeah,
or he tries to box him off.
Yeah, because I mean the mistake a lot of fighters have done, I've seen in the past, where they've nearly had their opponent knocked out, and then they've gone for it in that final round. They've made a mistake again, caught out themselves. But Ben just needs to go for it now, this final round.
I don't think we're going to have any problems with that, because we saw as he came out of the traps for the round, for the fourth round, he was strong.
He was strong, but he's also very tired. But adrenaline can do amazing things.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens this round.
A bit of reluctance there to touch gloves. But he's gone for that catching the low kick again. You just wonder whether it's something that Steve's going to capitalise on. But again, catches Ben with his head held high, catches him with a straight right.
Yeah, he's done this before, where Steve's gone and caught Ben with a low kick first, and then Ben's dropped his guard, and he just caught it straight away with a right hand afterwards. And like you say, he could actually probably...
He's getting cut
again.
He's swinging in with punches. It's courage and heart more than technique now, unfortunately for...
It is. He's tired. He's very tired. His leg's damaged as well.
In terms of fighting spirit, you want to see him go through to the end of this round, but he's throwing punches and he's little regard for his guard. And the fear is that Steve's just going to catch him, because he's the sharper fighter now.
Yeah, I think what it is with Ben is his fitness has gone, and He's got plenty of heart, but his fitness isn't there now. He's tired.
Steve's looking tired himself, but his guard's strong.
Yeah,
He knows he's got the previous rounds in the bag.
yeah. I mean, Steve's keeping more composed. I mean, that's why he's catching these low kicks.
That low kick is having a telling effect now. He really could finish this fight. But it's whether Steve's got enough in the tank.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, they are both tired now. Yeah, I think definitely.
Good to see both fighters go the distance. The bruising on Ben Rowland's leg is visible from the side of the ring that we're sat on.
Yeah,
very, very brave fighter, very strong fighter.
You can see how swollen his leg is from the side.
But credit to Steve Wright. His trainer Paul Pearson's got to be proud of his man.
I think Ben's going to have some pain when he gets back home.
I'll be surprised if he can put his jeans on.
Yeah.
Let's just hope he's not too badly injured.
Yeah.
But a very, very good opening bout for tonight's event.
And our winner with a unanimous decision in the blue corner, Steve Wright.
Steve Wright from Paul Pearson's Silapa Gym in Darlington. Well-deserved winner.